Hello, all you wonderful Scrapadoodlers. Thanks for having me. Let's hope we can actually get some work done. Okay. You should have received this from Tina, which gives you a little bit of a heads up on exactly what was needed for today. Hopefully you've got it. You don't have to use the papers that I supplied or the flowers or anything. You can do whatever you want. It's purely personal choice, but I was jokingly, if you didn't have enough stash, I thought they might come in handy, but that's entirely up to you. So anyway, that will just give you a heads up. There's a couple of pictures on there of ones I've made previously, just to show you what you can and do. I have another one that's part finished here, and again, this is all decorated, this one, and it folds flat and goes in an 8 by 8 inch envelope, or I think that's in new money, I think that's 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good with new money. I'm really sorry about that. Somebody will work it out. So very easy to make. Super simple. You'll get it in a flash. I've got two. You start with 2 pieces of A4 card and you cut it down to 8.5 inches by 8 inches. Okay, I'm gonna try not to keep saying okay. Oh, excuse me. Then you're going to score it. So put it on your scoreboard at 8.5 inches. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can always do it with a ruler and some sort of ball tool or something that you can score with, even if it's the back of a knife. Okay, so you're going to score it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. Then rotate once and score at 4 inches again. And you're going to do this on both pieces. Then, just grab a pencil. This top piece here, you see, this top piece here, you're going to cut that off. So literally, just cut it off. Like so. It's not hard. You're going to make this bottom bit into a little tab. So just miter the corner a little bit. Okay. Tabs up here. This crease here, you're going to cut down to the fold. I hope I'm not going too quick, and I hope you can follow along with this. Oh, I might have to do all this again if I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Never done one of those. That's exciting, isn't it? Okay. Second bit coming up. 4 and 8. Rotate once and score at 4. Excuse the mess of my craft desk. It's been in action today. Okay, and the same thing again. You're going to remove this top piece completely, like so. And then again, this crease here, you are going to cut down to the score line, like so. Let's file this out the way. Now, I'm just gonna, I've lost my other bone folder, here we go. Fold this back and score. Burnishing is key. You're gonna fold these back, score. Okay, then in half. That's 1/2 of this pop-up box. Okay. Ooh, I said it again. I'm so sorry. I'm driving myself nuts with that. Okie dokie. We're on a roll. I'll have this done in a flash. Just hope you enjoy making it. I'd love to see what you do. I really, really would. I'm sure Tina will share. Right. So there's your first one flat. I'm using Cosmic Shimmer Glue for this. I always use wet glue. I worry that if I use double-sided tape, the pull will make it come apart. But you can use tape if that's your preferred use. Just put some glue down the flap. Then we're just going to stick this to it. Like so. Do not go over your score line. Easy breezy. There we go. And then you're going to bring this one in. And then bring this one up to it. And it should fit perfectly. There we go. And there's our box. Now, the one thing I did forget to write on... Have I got a 5-inch on there? No, I haven't got a 5-inch on there. Oops, sorry about that, ladies. Crunch. Now, we need a couple of pieces of card that are 5 inches long. And then I do an ish. Okay. Just an ish, about that sort of wide. It's as wide as you want it to be, really. Okay. And then score 1/2 inch on each end. So this is 5 inches long and I'm scoring at 4.5, and then I'm completely rotating it and scoring it at 4.5 again. Like so. Now, when you fold these, you're going to make a Z. So, one fold goes back and one fold comes forward. Hence the Z. Okay, so one fold is that way and one fold is that way, and you do that on both pieces. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so there we've got our 2 pieces. These will make your struts. And again, I'm going to use wet glue. I'm just going to put it on one end. And I'm going to stick it to one side. Like so. You just gauge where you want it. Sometimes you can fit about 3 of these in. Depends on what you're putting in. Okay. Then we're going to put a bit of glue on the other end. And then open it out and squeeze it flat. Okay. And there's one done. Now, when you're really brave, you can do both ends at the same time. hold it in, bring it out, and squish. Technical term that, squish. It's a bit like smidge. All my ladies know what smidge is. There you go. Okay. Now, I keep the back bit up. On your papers, okay, I cut these to a 3 3/4 square. You can ink the edges, which always makes them pop. It's not difficult. What am I using? Walnut stain distress ink, and you just go along the edge. Some people do it with the ink pad. Some people, you know, have proper little tools. I have got the proper little tools, but I never use them. I think half the time it's because I can't find them. No, that's not true. I know where they are. I just don't get on very well with them. It's each to their own, really. So that's a quick inking of your edges. You can distress them if you've got a little, you know, pair of scissors or a distress tool, anything like that. You could make them smaller and put another layer of card behind them if you wanted to. So you have 3 at 3 3/4 square. I have 3 at 3 3/4 square, which I stick under there, which also you would ink the edges. And then I have 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 across and 7 3/4 long. And I put these, if I've got this on here, then I would have this stuck there. It just makes it pop a little bit. Or you don't have to do what I'm doing anyway. You can do whatever floats your boat. And then I have this bit here. Now, before I stick any of these down, sometimes you can put ribbon. It's your embellishments are entirely up to you. This is it, really. The key parts are going to go in here. Once you've got your designer papers on, you can look at it and you can say, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I've got this in mind, or I've got that in mind. You know, you can do whatever you like, really. You can put die cuts on, you can, you know, whatever. But when I'm attaching anything to these struts, I tend to do it with strips of acetate. Okay, any bit of acetate, if you've got a bit of box came with it on, I literally just cut them. Okay, partly because you can't see them. You know, you can attach things to them, so you can get your flowers, feathers, all sorts of malarkey. Even if you've got foliage, say you want to attach some foliage, you know, here we look, we've got a bit of ivy. So I would literally, I glue gun it, but you can use this type of glue. And then I attach this to the back of that, of a strut. Might be in the middle, might be at the front. It's wherever you want to put it. You can put as much in here as you like. So I'm hoping this little project all goes off hunky-dory, and I can't wait to see your results. You can message me if you get in a muddle, or you can ask me on the Facebook Live tomorrow. I don't know how well the Facebook Live's going to go. I've never done a Facebook Live before, but I'm certainly game. And thank you, Tina, for setting this up. It will certainly break up the boredom of my self-isolation, that's for sure. Thank you, ladies, and I look forward to seeing the results of your efforts. Bye for now.